Good afternoon, Virgo. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot, and this is your March 2023 tarot forecast. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. Before we get started, I'd like to ask that we complete this energy exchange by you liking, subscribing, commenting, hitting the notification button, and sharing. If you are guided to donate, the links to my Cashapp and PayPal are in the description below. So let's see, Virgo, what the month of March holds for you. We are going to shuffle the Energy Oracle 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then we are going to shuffle this way and see what cards fly out. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. So appreciation, storm warning, and 5th chakra archangel. Okay, so what I'm getting out of this is that you perhaps maybe are coming into a time of self-realization and self-appreciation, but others don't see that. So sometimes, in order to get others to see how valuable we are and how appreciated we should be and how recognized we should be for the things that we are doing and the things that we contribute to others' lives or businesses or friendships or home dynamics or whatever, we have to speak up and speak our truth and blow that fucking trumpet. And there may be people who are very annoyed by that, irritated by that. You know, a person can only take being used for so long before they step up and have to say what they feel needs to be said, right? You can only be someone's doormat for so long before enough is enough. And sometimes there are people who do it eloquently, and sometimes there are people who do it straight up, out of the box, listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth kind of thing, right? And sometimes with people, you have to be very vocal in how you feel because people don't get it. You know, I know people that if you talk nice to them and sweet to them about the way you feel, it goes right over their head and they have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. But if you come in, you know, I was going to say the G word, but I don't want to get censored. So if you come in loud and proud and speaking your truth, they get it, they hear it, but then get offended because you're coming in loud and proud and speaking your truth. So regardless of how you speak up and say what you have to say, it just feels like that there are just going to be people who are just going to be offended by it. Be offended by your courage, be offended by your strength, be offended by your desire to be seen and heard and appreciated. They're going to be offended by your desire to take control, to take back control. They're going to be offended by your desire to be open to all the good things that you deserve in the world. They're going to be offended by, they're going to be offended by, they're going to be offended by. And that is not your responsibility or problem that they're offended. That's their responsibility. That's their problem. It has nothing to do with you. It usually has something to do with them being so insecure about their lives and so unhappy with their lives that the only thing that they truly desire is to see other people unhappy and insecure with theirs. So you're coming into a time of change, coming into a time of recognition and appreciation. And you are also coming into a time of allowing those people who don't recognize you, see you, and appreciate you, how fed up you are with it. No longer going to be your doormat. No longer going to be your Cinderella. No longer going to be the person who does and does and does and does and does for you and gets nothing in return. Those days are over. And people sometimes just don't get it. All right, so let's see what the Everyday Witch Tarot has. Yeah, see, some people just don't get it. So they would rather have a fight, have a to-do, have an argument, than to recognize or realize where you're coming from. I mean, look at them. It's just da, 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 da. Each and every one of them are just at each other, right, all the time. You know, it's kind of like you put a bunch of people in a room and somebody starts a conversation and everybody starts nitpicking at everybody else, and no one is truly hearing what the other person is saying, and it fuels this ongoing conversation of disrespect and belittlement and things like that. So pretty soon you have everybody in the room at each other's throat, right? So it can be that, or it can be you uncertain if you want to open this door or to blow that trumpet, right? But when you do it, you're doing it all or nothing. All or nothing. And that is a good thing, yeah, but it can also be an obstacle as well, right? When you go in balls to the wall or all or nothing, and your sword is out there in front of you and you're saying what you got to say and doing what you got to do, there could be obstacles that you face with that. And there could be opportunities that you miss by speaking your truth or say what you're thinking or putting it all out there on the line. So if you are, if you do go into this environment and start blowing your trumpet and saying what you have to say and expressing yourself, be prepared for a little pushback, which again is not your responsibility. Or your problem, but also make sure that you are not, I want to say, first thing that came to my head was compromising your integrity. Second thing that came to my head is burning unnecessary bridges. All right, so think before you act is what I want to say. So let's move on. So we have the Ten of Pentacles. So you may be offered an opportunity, another opportunity, or an opportunity. You know, it could be a take this job and shove it moment. And it could lead you to another opportunity, opportunity of growth, an opportunity of abundance, an opportunity of creativity, an opportunity to take back your power, an opportunity of listening to your intuition, following the divine guidance within, an opportunity of fertility, an opportunity of loyalty, an opportunity of love, all which you were ready to fight for. You were ready to fight for it. You were ready to fight for what you deserve, what you desire, and what you deserve, right? None of us ever deserve to be used, abused, or walked over by someone, right? And when you muster up the courage and the strength to speak your truth, there are people who are going to push back on that. So again, when moving forward, be careful that you're not compromising your integrity or burning any bridges along the way, because there are opportunities around you that could be beneficial, and opportunities around you that you could be willing to fight for or protect, right? A good investment, a good opportunity, people who are going to be loyal, people who are going to appreciate you, people who are going to recognize your worth, even if there are other people in your life who never did. These people will. And it's funny that when we start opening ourselves up to who we truly are, who we truly desire to be, where we truly desire to go, and all of that greatness that we are entitled to, when we open ourselves up to that, it's crazy how many people chastise you for it, because they are not knowledgeable of the way of spirit or source, or the way of releasing and letting go of the past, or the way of speaking one's truth, or the way of appreciating oneself. So when they see somebody else doing it, they get kind of annoyed, irritated, angry, and they want to cause enough chaos in your life to where you don't see, where you stop here, right? And you get so frazzled by this happening that you don't go any further, right? So I think that's where the fighting for it comes in, the willing to protect it, ready to protect it comes in. Because at any minute, unless you distance yourself from these people, there's always a possibility of coming back and causing more drama and chaos than need be. And the knight, even though older than the page, is still a little bit new and still a little bit reckless. So on this new journey of yours, keep in mind on how to ground oneself and how to obtain one's energy and how to not be chaotic and restless when moving forward on this new opportunity, and when to genuinely protect what it is that you've created for yourself. Just not willy-nilly thinking that everyone is out there to conspire against you. All right, let's see what else we have. Okay, because you're in the driver's seat here. You're making all of these decisions. The Queen of Swords is someone older, mature, holding up the sword, but also has the quill. And I think a lot about the pen being mightier than the sword kind of thing. And she has all of these scrolls next to her, and she has done a lot of creating the type of life that she wants with that pen and protecting it with that sword. She is also sitting in a chair of crystals, which absorbs any negative energy and projects it back into the universe, and then brings it back with love. Okay, sorry, a phone call. So the Queen of Swords sitting on her crystal throne. She is holding up a sword and has the quill being mightier than the sword, so she is able to write write the type of life that she desires into fruition, if that makes sense. She's older, she's wiser, she has a lot of experience here. She has she's been through it. That's what I'm saying. She's been through it. She's been through the nitpicking. She's been through the need to defend herself. She's been through the speaking her truth. She's been through the storm. She's been through the recognition and appreciation that she feels that she deserves, that other people have not given her. So now she's just all about spending the rest of her time writing her life, creating her life the way she desires to create her life. And then we have the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is someone who just wants to have fun and who lives for life and loves life and is very passionate and very, I kind of feel balanced and very not allowing their emotions to get in the way of having this fun, or not allowing their emotions to get in the way of you creating what you desire to create for yourself. So I feel with the strongness of the Queen and the softness and the compassion and the fun of the King, that there is a potential for a lot of fun here, a lot of adventure here, right? If you're leaving all of this chaos behind, what else does one need but a little bit of adventure, a little bit of fun, a little bit of just a little bit of living life, right? But you seem to be at a crossroads with it all. And I think the crossroads comes from you feeling the need to protect what you've created, right? Should I go on this adventure? Should I stay and continuously protect should I go on this cruise? Or should I continue to work on what I'm trying to create? Should I go on this Mexican vacation to 4 different ports and drink margaritas all day and eat myself into oblivion? Or And what I want to say is, yeah, you should go on this European vacation, because sometimes we get in our head that we have to stay and we have to fight for what we've created for ourselves, because there are people all around us who are trying to knock us off of a pedestal, or trying to take what's ours, and trying to get in the way of our happy home, right? But I want to tell you this to be true, right? If you are in a mindset of, this is me and this is who I am, and the universe loves me, and I am the type of person who creates, and I am the type of person who is happy to manifest and create, and a person of happiness, and a person of gratitude, and a person of joy and growth, and all of these wonderful things, then the universe will provide, right? The universe will provide. If you are in your head constantly thinking about, I can't do this, and I can't do this, and I can't do this, because I constantly have to protect all of this, because these people are doing this, and these people are trying to do that, and there's all this chaos, and da-da-da-da, then you will always be, first of all, they will always be in control. And second of all, you will continuously keep yourself in a bubble and start to resent life itself. Start to resent these other people. Start to resent your partner. Start to resent people who have freedom, and people who have, come on, if you had the balls enough to stand up and to express yourself and tell people how you feel, shouldn't you have the courage enough to go out and live life and not allow other people to control or dictate that narrative? Think about it. Take a moment to think about it. And then make the decision that you need to make. And look, there you are. The Empress, planting seeds, creating memories, prosperous and abundant, enjoying and living life, fertile. And there's a lot of what's the word, Spirit? Loyalty here, playfulness here. There's birthing new ideas and new adventures and new opportunities, birthing of a new life. So why would you want to deny yourself that and give somebody else the power to control it? The Ace of Cups. We talked about happiness. We talked about peace and love and fertility and growth and being open. I mean, look at the blue, the blue, the blue, the blue. I mean, the blue. We have so much here talking about speaking truth, the red, the red, the red, the red, the red, and so much power here. You have so much power within you, and you have such an ability to speak your truth and to stand up for what is right. It would make no sense to me that you would give someone else the power to dictate and to determine your happiness and your direction. Here we go. Last card. Oh, jeez, come on, guys. So we have the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles is feeling left out, feeling abandoned, feeling alone. So what is it? Do you choose not to go? Do you choose not to live a happy, prosperous, abundant life? Do you choose to constantly be on guard and constantly spend the rest of your life trying to protect what you've created from these people who make no difference, no, never mind, in your life? They are of no significance to you. So you would push aside all of this just because there are people who are upset with you for speaking your truth and wanting to live a life happier than they can imagine living theirs? Why would you do that? Why would you give someone that type of power over you, regardless of who it is? I don't care who it is. No one deserves to take your energy and keep you on the sidelines. I mean, you're fighting for it. You're fighting to have fun. You're fighting for the opportunity to go, to have fun, to be playful, to enjoy life, to birth new ideas, and to grow, and to come into a time of peace and balance and prosperity and all of these wonderful things, right? It would make no sense that you would keep all of that at arm's length. Look, you don't owe anybody an explanation, and you haven't done anything to where you should be sacrificing your happiness and paying for something that, with unhappiness that you think you did. For a really, 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 really long time, I've known someone who sacrificed a lot in their life because they thought that they were the cause of someone else's unhappiness. So they sacrificed and sacrificed to make this person happy, 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 happy. The person was never happy. They're never fucking happy. And all the sacrificing that this person didn't make them happy either. So they sacrificed a lifetime full of opportunities, happiness, growth, abundance, joy, to make someone happy who could never fucking be happy. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Don't be the person who sacrifices your happiness for the happiness of people who can't fucking be happy. That makes no sense. Because let me tell you, Spirit is out there with a fucking trunk full of happiness for you. Not a trunk full, a vault full of happiness for you. And you're going to sacrifice all of that to try to make someone happy who can't be happy, or to make a group of people happy who can't be happy. Oh, we're so happy now that you're not going to go on that trip. We're so happy now that you've decided to kind of, stop talking about all of that spiritual stuff. Stop talking about all of that, the universe has a vault for you stuff. We're so happy that you decided to stop talking about all of that travel stuff and kind of stay here and take care of what needs to be taken care of. Because that's the most important part, that you stay here and take care of what needs to be taken care of, aka us. No. Not at all. Not fucking at all. So your 2 cards. Uncertainty. May I live in the now and relax peacefully into the unfolding knowing all the pieces of the puzzle will fall into place at the right time, but not a moment before. Uniqueness. Change me, divine beloved, into one who embraces my own uniqueness. Let me accept my own nature. Let me accept my own nature completely, knowing it. 2 is divine. May I love myself as I am, not as others say I should be. Okay. All right. So trust in yourself. Trust in your uniqueness. Trust that this will work out for you. Trust that this will fall into place the moment you stop allowing people to have control over you. Step into who you truly are, because you are not, okay, I just want to point out the little bathing suit that she has on here. I just want to do that. She's wearing a little bathing suit. She's ready for the beach. And embrace your uniqueness. Embrace your independence. Embrace your divinity. Embrace your goddessness. And to anyone who can't embrace that with you, well, you know how to speak your truth. You've already done it. Know that you're divinely guided and loved, Virgo. Until next time. Bye.